Hi, my name is Sarah Trahan, and I wanted to talk to you about my birth experience with Kyra. I am a mother of three. My first was born in a hospital about 6 years ago. My second was born a year ago in a hospital. And just 3 weeks ago, I had another one, and this one was born at home. I think it was about at 34 weeks, I decided that I was going to do a home birth and switch from the care of my gynecologist to Kyra. Since my previous birth experiences, I had a baby at 36 weeks, and then I had another baby at, it was like 38 and a half weeks, I believe, for Wyatt. We weren't sure how many visits we would have between the time I switched to her to the time the baby was gonna be delivered. So I was lucky that this one did stay in. She stayed in, for me, it felt like past my due date. Did a couple visits with Kyra. Since I was also doing a home birth, Kyra did come to my home. We looked at my space, so we looked at the bedroom, we looked at the bathroom in case I wanted to do birth in the tub. So we looked at all options in my house of where would be the most comfortable, where would be the most private, and then we also talked about all the necessary supplies that were needed to actually do a home birth. If you're considering doing a home birth or a birth at the birth center, very different experience between that with a doctor. With a doctor, it's kind of like you have to be in labor or go to the hospital before you actually see somebody to check you out. When you have a midwife that you're dealing with, it's a constant communication. Even if it's just a quick phone call, a quick text message, and you may think what you're experiencing may be nothing. Because I remember thinking, oh, this is nothing. And when I let her know, she's like, no, I think I may want to see you because I think you might be doing something. So the day before, I let her know what was going on, and sure enough, she said, I bet within the next 24 hours, you will be having this baby. Sure enough, within 24 hours, I had that baby. So as I did for my second baby, I tried to labor at home by myself for a little while. I got in the bathtub. The contractions kept coming. They were about every 3 to 4 minutes apart, and they were definitely getting stronger, but not to the point where I was overly concerned. But at least I texted Kyra and I said, look, I need to at least let you know what's going on. She knew my past birth experiences. Elise took a while, but Wyatt was very, very fast. So as soon as I let her know what I was experiencing, she said, I want to at least come and check you out. She made it to my house probably within 20-30 minutes of me letting her know what I was experiencing. She came, she said, yeah, you're definitely in active labor. We're going to be having this baby. And I had baby Ella that you see me holding right now. I had her at 5:40 in the morning. Overall, it was a very peaceful and enjoyable experience. Kyra and Sarah Beth, Kyra's assistant, was there the entire time. But they gave me and my husband a lot of distance, a lot of personal time where it was him and I trying to go through the contractions, breathe through them, and try to make it through. Overall, great birth experience. Kyra did wonderful. Me, I was sick. I don't know what came over me this third pregnancy. I was throwing up, very uncomfortable, but Kyra had it completely under control. She saw that I was starting to get very tired, very weak. She knew that I needed some assistance, so we got an IV ran, and within minutes of getting fluids within me, I felt so much better. I felt like I could conquer the world pretty much. Ella did go into a little bit of distress for a little bit, so once Kyra saw that that's what was happening over the next couple of contractions, she told me not to push so we could see if Ella was in a good position, that she was healthy and that it would all be okay. After not pushing for a couple of contractions, Ella picked up, everything was fine. Over the next, I think maybe 1 or 2 contractions, they said you need to get her out. And I pushed like there was nobody's business, and I got her out. I knew that we were in good hands and that everything was fine. And not only was the focus on me, but the focus was also on the baby inside of me to ensure that she was okay. And that at any point in time, Kyra was prepared to call or transfer me if needed. We did call an ambulance as a backup just in case, due to my exhaustion and due to Ella going into a little bit of distress. And Kyra talked me through it on, Sarah, yes, I did call them. They are here if we need, but I think you can do this. I think you can get her out. I think you can do it. But it all worked out. Everything was fine, and both me and Ella are very happy and healthy. And the whole entire time I was in labor, my second little one, Wyatt, was sleeping in his crib. And when he woke up, he got to be there with his mommy and his daddy and his sister. We were all there, and we never had to leave home. It was the best experience.